Time is just flying by, flying by. In 2011, Ford says, hey, we don't see so much sense to keep doing Ranger for the US. We don't sell enough. Instead of losing the entire war, they decided to lose just one battle. Take this car out of the market, rethink, reimagine, and bring something new and exciting, like this one, 2019 Ford Ranger. And here it comes, 2019 Ford Ranger. My name is Dennis, this is for Chicago News. Shall we drive it already? When it comes to pioneering something, Ford is the number one. Look at the engine bay. You have a pickup truck with a 4-cylinder engine, 2.3-liter EcoBoost that produces 310 pound-feet of torque. Then you have to remember, it comes as a package with 10-speed automatic transmission. And some of you already will start saying, you know, 10-speed, it sounds like a lot for any car. But when it comes to pickup trucks, the more gears you have, the better experience you get. It's not only about towing or loading some weights on the back, it's more about maximizing power and bringing efficiency. So the official numbers are 21 city, 26 miles per gallon highway. And to give you a sample, our number is 21.4 miles per gallon after we drove this truck for 250 miles. It was sitting in traffic, it was driving on highway, it was driving in the city, so like normal everyday life. And I think the more pickups you drive, the more you realize if any of those will show you more than 20 miles per gallon, it's a win. When you're shopping between Colorado, Tacoma, Ranger, you have to remember it's not only efficient, it's also a capable truck. Think about it, 7,500 pounds towing capacity. It's not a baby truck any longer. Then more than 1,800 pounds to the bed. And after all, to summarize the powertrain, it's quick, it's smooth, and it's very efficient. I know some manufacturers cannot invent something to this market, so they look at the Ford and start blaming, you use aluminum. We're gonna prove that it's not as durable as it should be in a pickup truck. And then years go by and Ford still sells more than anybody else. So my point is, when you bring a new technology, other manufacturers might not like it because they're competing with you. To make it more durable, for example, Ford uses steel frame, mounts, and bumpers for more off-road capabilities. When it comes to technology, one question rises: how much you really want to invest in options? You can get Ford 360 Co-Pilot, you can get lane assist, laser cruise control, blind spot monitor, and since right now it sits in a taillight, it's not only looking at the corner of your truck, it also sees the trailer when it's plugged in. In this world you have so many different devices and all of them need to be charged. So you have two USBs here up front. They can connect your device with Sync 3. You have two USBs on the back and you have 110 outlet. And why do you need 110 outlet? Yeah, my old school joke. To plug the toaster. You have two 12-volt outlets here and one by the license plate on the back. Your infotainment system is something that we already know. It's a Sync 3, it works fast, it's got some new features for this year, so now you can even install new apps and have built-in Waze integration besides your Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Hey, nothing is wrong with being audiophile, okay? You can get Bang & Olufsen, and if you'd like to understand what I'm talking about, here's B&O when it comes to the car stereo. And here's everybody else. This is a huge gap between this and what any other car stereo can deliver. Yes, it's optional. Yes, it costs some money. Materials and interior. This is a good example when you take plastic, leather and make it look nice. No, literally, it's no longer a working truck. It's more like a luxury cabin where you can enjoy the ride. It's very comfy here, seats very supportive. You can drive this truck for 200-300 miles without any stops and you won't regret it. Besides being comfortable, those seats are heated. Also, it's worth to mention that you can get 6 different packages. You have 3 trim levels and each of them can be 4x4 or 4x2. And what's interesting about 4x4, you can shift on the fly. So you basically twist the knob and it's 4x2. You twist the knob and it's 4x4. No need to stop, shift to the neutral. You just drive slowly and make a shift on the go. When you think about Ranger as your daily driver, you have to remember, this is very soft suspension. It does like to be loaded. So basically going through any bump on the street, you will feel how floaty it is. So as always with any pickup truck, for a smoother ride, you have to have some sort of a load. When you pick and choose and decide on what configuration you're gonna go with, you have to remember that this Super Cab that we're driving right now has back seats. But this is more like a emergency seat, because passengers cannot sit there more than an hour comfortably. One part about this interior I don't get at all. Instead of making any knobs or anything like that, in order to close each particular vent on the front dash, they decided that you can drag it to the right or to the left to lock and unlock the airstream. So in my case, the way that I usually set it up, every single vent in this car would be locked. Very minor thing, but something to look at. When you push the throttle, you hear this revving noise. But when you roll down the window just a little bit and do the same, you realize this is an actual engine sound. This is not something that's been played through the stereo. Man, it's not a sports car, but it does sound like one. What makes Ford Ranger stand out? From engine to safety, from payload numbers to towing capacity, it proves yet again how good Ford can be in their best segment, pickup trucks. As always, you get so many different packages and trim levels and different wheels and different options. And to make most of the sense from this pickup truck, you have to think about one main question. Do you really have to spend all this extra money to buy a bigger truck like F-150, when this baby truck can handle almost anything and everything? You're talking about 7,500 pound towing capacity. You can get one starting from 26K, and this particular package costs almost 50,000. So my point is simple: if you're buying a smaller pickup, you have to understand it is capable of doing almost everything that you can possibly ask from a bigger truck, with lower price tag, better gas mileage, and more technology packed in this little baby truck. So yeah, this is like a new boy in town. But at the same time, Ford is capable of doing best pickups over and over and over again. That's why they took this break, reimagined the Ranger, and that's what you get for the 2019 lineup. If you are looking for a mid-size pickup with a ton of tech and options, Ranger is obviously your best pick. If you think I'm not gonna leave you here in the middle of nowhere after taking you for such a long trip to talk about this car and won't drive away because you haven't subscribed yet? To make sure it's never gonna happen, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, watch the new releases as soon as they come out.